Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to tonight's episode of Such on Black Marathon Madness. And happy Tuesday evening. So today we're going to talk about season one, episode 33. October is coming, and then we're going to talk about season 8, episode 22, Junior Jubilee Harvest Ball. So let's get started. So let's go to season one, episode 33. October is coming. So this is the last day of September, which is crazy. So October is literally right around the corner. October is coming. So that's what we're going to talk about. So let's begin. So this episode, it starts out, he gets breakfast, he goes to Breakfast Club. Um, they eat breakfast, they chit chat with Erica and the Breakfast Club members. Brotherhood 2.0. They just talk about chit chat and they have a good time. They're getting excited for October. They're getting excited for fall break because fall break is coming up in October. So they're getting excited. They're talking about their favorite things to do for Halloween and for fall and all that, and what their costumes might be. So for Halloween, but which we will talk about in the future Marathon Madness on Halloween. Um, but anyway, so they just have fun, chit chat, eat breakfast, same old, and then they go to first period, um, which is English. Um, with Miss Hendricks, they're just doing the bell work, and then they have a lesson, like always. Um, and then they have like an activity that they're doing. Um, and then they go to reading with Miss Warnock. They have bell work and then an lesson activity, and then they read a book that they're doing. So um, and then they go to play algebra with Miss Cornell, and they have a bell work and then a lesson and an activity, and then they get assigned their homework, which he'll do later, and then they have lunch with the Brotherhood, and Hunter just talks about how I can't believe it's already October tomorrow, or in a couple of weeks, because this wasn't the 30th of September, this is a different day in September, but how October's coming, he can't believe it's coming, in a couple weeks, and he's excited and he's ready, and he tells some plans that he has for and some ideas that he has for the month of October for Halloween, and they ask what their plans are for Halloween and what they're excited to do for fall break and for Halloween and their favorite things to do in fall, like watch the pretty leaves on the trees in October. He's excited to eat pumpkin flavored stuff, and he's excited to wear cozy sweats and comfortable clothes, and he can't wait. uh, He can't wait to just step in the leaves and get into the leaves and pick pumpkins and stuff and paint pumpkins and stuff. Uh, so they just talk about their favorite fall activities, favorite, candy for Halloween, what their costumes might be, what their plans are. So everybody in the Burrhead is excited for October, but they also eat lunch and they chit chat about other stuff as well. Um, and then they go to study hall, and then they go to science from Miss Fairchild. They do their daily bell work, and then they have a lesson, and then they do their assignment for the day. And then they go to choir, um, and they are just working on some skills. They're doing some practice that they're singing to prepare for rehearsals for a concert, which I talked about before, a Christmas concert. But I'll talk about more juicy stuff of the preparation in the future and Hunter's attitude about it in the future. But I'll just that's just a little. Let's just put a pin in it. And then but that's just some little details that we can't wait to share. But there's something about to do why he thinks it's weird that they're doing Christmas already. But I'll get into that later. But anyway, and then they go to Chaotic Civics. I always like doing that. With Mr. Wild Windledge, they do this lesson, and he's hitting the board and going crazy, talking about whatever topic they're talking about, what you will see. Uh, but yeah. And they work on homework, they work on assignments for the class and for other classes during the free time after the lesson. And then resource, he goes with Erica, and they work on math. They play algebra homework for the day, and they get it done. And then the bell rings, and the day is done. And yeah. So this is the savage for the rest of the night. And that is that for that episode. Now we're gonna fast forward to to 11th grade again, to season 8, episode 22. We're gonna talk about Junior Jubilee Harvest Ball. So when you think of fall and October, you think of, of course, autumn and leaves, but you also talk is the harvest. It's the harvest time of the year. And the 10th, all in high school, Hunters and like at this point, they do a dance every year. They did his freshman year, sophomore year. Now they're doing it junior and senior year. But this is junior, and he calls it the Junior Jubilee. That's maybe what they call it too. But a Jubilee is like a celebration. And a harvest ball is a dance. So this is a dance. And as you know, Hunter loves to dance, he loves to twerk, he likes to shake his booty, get a little bit wild, and he loves doing his ritual in 8th grade, and that's where it all pretty much started, was in 8th grade in resource. And that continued on in 11th grade. So, he loves his ritual, he loves his dancing, he loves getting a little bit wild. Um, so this is a dance. So, and this is one of the many dances that are a part of Savage on Block. So there's many dances that occur on Savage on Block, and that we'll talk about, discuss on Savage on Block Marathon Madness. So this is the first one we're going to talk about because we're in the fall time, we're in the harvest time, and um, so. Yeah, and it's about the time where this harvest actually took place 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago at this point. So, um, which I want to find. I'll have to pause. Let me pause it because I'm gonna find a picture of the harvest ball. Okay, I found what I was looking for. So this was Junior Jubilee Harvest Ball Dance. 2022, so 3 years ago at this point, which is crazy. Um, so come on. there I am, all suited up, looking good, looking savage, looking spiffy as ever. So looking like a savage stud, right? So there I am for the Harvest Ball 2022. So there we go. I look good, as I should. There you go, that's better. There's me, all suited up. Suited up and ready to shine and strut my stuff and slay all day. Okay. All night. So this is a nighttime event. It's an after school exclusive event. And this was a special exclusive episode. But anyway, we're gonna talk about it. So he's in line, he gets there, he goes out of his car from his mom, and he's looking suited up and he's looking good. He gets in line to get to do the ball, the dance, and they make it inside. He shows his ticket to the staff at the dance. Alright, they have to be chaperones there, of course. But anyway, teachers and stuff. So he shows his ticket. He gets in. And the party started. The dancing is going. He's dancing. Um, so, um, and having a good time and swaying and strutting his stuff and being a savage on the dance floor. So, yeah, every so often he would get a break and get water and he would get punch and some snacks like a normal high school like dance or prom, which I can't wait to talk about. Uh, but and then he continues dancing because you have to get refreshed. And he's dancing, he's sweating, he's having fun, and some of the band members like Caden and Casey and Aiden and Brendan are all there, all dressed up. We all and Jared, we're all looking at the assistant at this point. Um, are all looking good. We're all looking savage. We're all looking fine. Kobe, as well. Which is somebody I'll talk about him in the future, but and I'm afraid he's a member at this point. So we're all just dancing, looking good, looking fine as we should. Um, so we're just dancing away. The bird members are chatting with Hunter, they're dancing with Hunter, having a good time, no drama. There's a drama-free, sh- um, there's a drama-free, um, zone. Thank God, right? So, and they're actually having getting along, having a good time. So, hold on. Anyway, um, so they're just chatting along, having a good time with Brotherhood instead of a freak show. So it's actually a good time. It's a nice break from all the weekday craziness. And this is a Saturday night. They're having a good time as well. Um, let's see. Um, and also Hunter gets in the middle in the circle doing his ritual, get down, all around, and it's really cool because all the like cool people, I guess, or popular people are all surrounding him, cheering, like, let's go, sway Hunter, all the let's go, let's do this, hey, 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 yeah, you know how it is. I was in the center. I was in the circle. This savage was. this king of the Brotherhood was in the center getting cheered on by his Brotherhood members. Finally, he's been getting respect that he needs. And with all the cool people and such, and me personally, I just loved it. It was a fun scene. I love doing stuff like this. It makes me and my character very, happy and gives us purpose and power. Mm, let's go. So, and they're just dancing along in the party, and the music is getting hyped up, but the night is almost over, um, and they're settling, and they're getting hyped, you know, and but the night comes to an end. They had a great time. Hunter leaves, gets to his fancy car, his nice car, and he had a great night, and he's gonna head home for the night and continue to strut his stuff at home and slay at home, slay the rest of the night away, and yeah, and be savage like he always was. And that's it for tonight's episode. Um, and that is it for this episode of Savage on Block Marathon Madness. See you tomorrow night, Wednesday night, for another Marathon Madness. Goodbye, everyone.